Hello everyone. I can't figure out how to flip my screen back and forth, so I guess I'll be out of the camera range. But this is a simple demonstration to just to investigate the factors that affect plant growth and more specifically the importance of proper soils. The outcomes that we're meeting is how do optimal conditions for plant growth compare for various types of plants. It's a very simple demo that I'm going to illustrate, use to illustrate the importance of having proper soil conditions for specific plants in order for them to grow optimally. So I might ask, like a prior knowledge question, how important is soil for seed growth? I mean, we would have already talked about this in class before the experimenting before this. So, they would have various answers for why soil is important for growth. Then, nutrients, and of course, they would already understand that there needs to be a certain amount of sunlight and various conditions for optimal growth. So what I plan to do is have 3 cups, and I know there's 6 here, but there's only 3 different types of soil. So we'll have sandy soil, and then we'll have one with loamy soil, and then we'll have one with clay soil. And in each cup, I'll plant a specific plant or seed that thrives in that type of soil. And then what I'll do is I'll plant the same plant in a different kind of soil that's not quite ideal for plant growth. So I would teach the students the types of plants, that thrive in sandy soil, for example. So we'll grab the sandy soil here. And then I teach the type of plants that would thrive in loamy soil. And then I would teach the type of plants that thrive in clay soil. So they would already know that in sandy soil, perennials like aster, would thrive in a sandy soil. So we plant aster in this soil, and then we might grab, maybe clay soil and plant aster, the perennial, in this as well. So we would put those two together, and we would mark on it, of course, aster on each cup, and then we put those aside, and then we would take, for example, the sandy soil, and they would already know that in sandy soil, things like lavender and strawberries thrive in this type of soil. So we would plant strawberries or lavender in this one, and then we would take another type of soil and plant lavender in that soil, and then we'd put those two aside. And then thirdly, we would take loamy soil, and they would know what type of plant, thrives in a loamy soil. They would know that it would be, maybe carrots or cucumbers, and so we would plant carrots or cucumbers in this soil, the loamy soil, and then we would take that same seed and plant it in maybe a clay soil, the one we have left. And the students would keep journals over the next several months documenting, the how the plants thrive in the various conditions, the various soils. So it's basically just to illustrate that, if you take a plant that thrives in loamy soil, and you take that same plant and plant it in clay soil, over time you should see this one thrive and this one not so much. I mean, you might see some growth, but it won't thrive as much as it would in the loamy soil. So it should help illustrate the importance of optimal soil for growth so that your plants can thrive. And they should see that the same plant, the same seed that's put in a different kind of soil just won't grow as well. So really simple, simple illustration, simple demonstration. Like I said, they would document this over time in their journals and take photos, and hopefully, within several months, a few months, they would see the difference in quality of plant and how you need to be careful the type of soil that you use for the various types of plants, because the types of soil makes a difference. All right. Thank you very much.